I have to be honest with you guys. Um, I am so unbelievably exhausted today. Like, I hit snooze 3 times this morning, and I am practically carrying an IV drip of coffee right now.
Oh, you think you're tired? I mean, I've been awake since 3 a.m. My dog kept barking at the wind or something, and I am currently on my fourth shot of espresso. So 3 snoozes is basically a luxury vacation.
See, are you hearing this right now? We're joking, but that exact dynamic where sharing a simple complaint instantly turns into this, like, misery Olympics, it happens in offices everywhere.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it really does.
You just casually mentioned to a friend that you had a rough morning, and suddenly the person next to you is fighting for a gold medal in suffering. I mean, we all know a one-upper.
It's a completely universal experience, right? And what's really fascinating to me is how automatic it is for these people.
Yeah, it's like a reflex.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what the topic is, like a terrible day, an amazing vacation, or just, I don't know, buying a new laptop. Their primary goal is literally always to upstage you.
It really is. Think about the last time you told a coworker you had a headache. A normal friend says, "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that."
Right, the normal, empathetic human response.
But the one-upper immediately interrupts with, "Well, you think that's bad. I had a migraine last week that literally blinded me for 2 days."
Always the 2-day blind migraine.
Always.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, I mean, is it always just an innocent quirk? Because my gut reaction is that they're just, raging narcissists who genuinely think they're the main character of the universe.
Well, it's super easy to jump to narcissism, sure. But if you look at the discussions on forums like r/no stupid questions, people constantly ask if one-uppers actually realize they're being annoying.
And do they? I feel like they have to know.
The psychological consensus is usually no, actually. They really don't. It actually stems from feeling deeply insecure.
Wait, really? So it's not a superiority complex thing?
Not at all. It's an insecurity thing. So it's like their internal battery is constantly draining, and the only way they can recharge it is by siphoning attention from your stories.
Wow. Okay. That is a wild way to look at it, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, it's basically a mechanism of panic. When the spotlight shifts away from them, they just feel invisible.
So that sudden rush of anxiety just completely overrides their empathy in the moment.
You nailed it. They aren't consciously trying to crush your spirit. They just desperately need validation to regulate their own discomfort.
So it's less about diminishing my experience and entirely about inflating theirs so they don't, like, fade into the background.
Right. It's an engine that runs almost entirely on external reactions, which is exactly why your natural instinct for handling them is probably going to completely backfire.
Yeah, I mean, my instinct is to just call them out. Or, honestly, just escalate the war and outbrag them right back.
Which is so tempting.
Oh, it really is. But I'm guessing trying to outcompete an attention seeker is a terrible idea.
It is genuinely the worst thing you can do. You absolutely cannot feed into their engine.
So what do you do then? Just walk away?
The strategy you want to use here relies on denying them that reaction entirely. Let's look at the marathon example from the research we pulled for this deep dive.
Right, the 5K example.
Exactly. Say you mention jogging a 5K, and they immediately jump in to brag about running a full marathon in the snow last winter.
Because of course it was in the snow.
Yeah.
And they want me to act impressed or maybe even a little defensive, right?
Yes. And you deny them both. You just give them a completely flat, unbothered, "Oh, cool," and then you casually change the subject.
Just, oh, cool. Wow. It's like starving a fire of oxygen.
That is exactly what it is.
By offering zero emotional reaction, you basically refuse to give them the fuel they need.
Yeah.
They're forced to pack up and move on to someone else.
Precisely. A one-upper's attempt to upstage you is really just a shield. They're feeling insecure and craving validation.
Right.
When you refuse to feed into it with that flat, "Oh, cool," you dismantle the entire dynamic without causing a scene.
I love that. But, this leaves me with a lingering thought for you to chew on today. Because humans naturally connect by sharing similar stories.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if you tell me about a great restaurant, I'm going to tell you about one I love. That is just how we bond.
Right, we relate through shared experiences.
Exactly. So at what exact point does our innocent desire to relate cross the line and turn us into the one-upper?
That is a very thin line to walk.
It really is. So next time you're tired, maybe just let the other person be tired too. Though for the record, I still think my morning was worse.